Hello movie lovers. I present to you the top most anticipated and exciting new movies that have just been released in great quality. The post-apocalyptic action movie Elevation is a tense and atmospheric thriller. The movie takes viewers to a world gripped by fear and chaos after the invasion of mysterious creatures, the Reapers. These invulnerable predators have virtually wiped out humanity in a month, leaving life only in the highlands where they cannot reach. The plot centers on Will, a resident of one of the surviving villages, who is forced to descend into the ruins of a metropolis to get medicine for his sick son. This journey turns into a deadly adventure full of suspenseful scenes, encounters with other survivors and a brutal battle with mysterious monsters. Farang is an entertaining French action movie with dynamic and well-choreographed fight scenes. The movie tells the story of Samir, a young Frenchman who couldn't find his place in society, got involved in crime and ended up in prison. After his release he goes to Thailand to start a new life, but his happiness is shattered when a local crime boss kills his wife and kidnaps his daughter. Now Samir goes on a path of revenge using all his fighting skills. The movie combines a tense plot, spectacular fights and a dark atmosphere. The main character is a charismatic and brutal fighter, and his path to retribution is full of brutal fights and dangerous opponents. Farang will appeal to fans of stylish action movies with powerful dynamics and tough hand-to-hand fights. The final part of Venom trilogy, The Last Dance, is a spectacular, crazy and action-packed action movie, which puts a spectacular end to the story of Eddie Brock and his alien partner. This time the duo are finally used to being together, merrily slaughtering their enemies, but face a deadly new threat. Eddie is being hunted by the government, while Venom is being hunted by his powerful kin, bringing a threat to all of humanity. The film combines signature black humor, driving battle scenes, and an unexpectedly touching story of human and symbiote friendship. Venom, The Last Dance turns into a real test for the heroes, where not only their lives are at stake, but also the fate of the entire planet. The final chord of this crazy trilogy will definitely please fans of Venom and those who love dark but fun movie comics. Bad Genius is a clever and exciting story about how ingenuity and wit can turn learning into the true art of cheating. The main character, Lena, is a poor but talented immigrant who, thanks to her intelligence, gets into a prestigious school. There she quickly realizes that her rich classmates, despite their status and connections, do not shine with knowledge at all. Seeing this as an opportunity to earn money, Lena develops a complex system that allows them to cheat. But she faces a major test ahead of her, a crucial entrance exam with an incredibly complex defense. However, Lena has prepared something special that could change the rules of the game. The mixture of intellectual thriller and social satire makes Bad Genius a fascinating movie that keeps you in suspense until the last answer. Land of Bad is a tense military action movie that plunges the viewer into the hell of modern warfare. A detachment of American Special Forces lands on the territory of the Philippines to carry out a secret mission, and from the base air support is provided by a drone operator Reaper. However, the operation does not go according to plan, and only Sergeant Kenny survives. This is only the second combat mission for him, and now he is forced to make his way alone through the enemy territory to the evacuation point. His only hope is Reaper, who uses his drone to guide and cover the soldier. The movie keeps you in suspense from the first minutes, combining spectacular battle scenes, tactical tension and the fight for survival. Land of Bad is a tough, fast-paced and emotionally intense action movie that will appeal to fans of military thrillers. The Silent Hour is a gripping thriller in which silence becomes a death trap. Frank Shaw, a seasoned Boston detective, loses his hearing almost completely after an accident. Reflecting on the end of his career, he agrees to help his partner on one last case, to become a sign language interpreter for a deaf-mute girl who has witnessed a brutal murder. But when hitmen come after the girl, Frank finds himself drawn into a deadly game. In a half-abandoned apartment building, he is forced to rely on his wits, tactical skills and silence to protect the witness and survive. Tense atmosphere, fast-paced action and unequal combat make The Silent Hour a tense and fast-paced thriller that keeps you in suspense until the last frame. God is a Bullet is a dark and violent crime thriller that plunges the viewer into a world of revenge and ruthless hunting. Bob, a police detective, learns that his ex-wife has been murdered and his daughter has been kidnapped by Satanists. The official investigation drags on and fails, so Bob decides to leave the police force and take matters into his own hands. To get to the cruel cult leader and save his daughter, he will need the help of Case, a girl who knows all the gang members perfectly well. She is the only victim who managed to escape from them. The movie vividly conveys the desperation and determination of the main character, who is ready to go to the end, despite all the risks. God is a Bullet is a mixture of brutal persecution, assertive action and dark psychological moments that makes you think about the price of revenge and truth. Tense, bloody and emotionally intense, this movie will give the viewer a real adrenaline charge. Don't Move is a psychological thriller that captivates from the first minutes and does not let go until the last frame. Iris, suffering from grief because of the tragic death of her son, decides to end her life and goes to the park where the disaster occurred. But a sweet stranger appears on her way and talks her out of committing suicide. Everything seems too good to be true, and soon the man kidnaps Iris, injecting her with a paralytic drug that robs her of her ability to move and speak. But a miracle happens, Iris manages to escape, and now has only 20 minutes to find help before she loses control of her body. Trembling with fear and pain, she moves closer to fatality with every passing second, desperately fighting for her life. Don't Move is a movie that skillfully blends elements of psychological horror and suspenseful thriller. Every moment is drenched in fear and hopelessness, and you will be on edge until the very end. That Christmas is a magical Christmas cartoon that immerses the audience in the atmosphere of holiday, adventure and family values. On Christmas Eve, the town of Wellington faces an unexpected snowstorm, and several families find themselves at the center of it. Problems begin to pile up, and the heroes have to make every effort to fix the ruined plans, keeping the Christmas spirit alive. However, the difficulties have not bypassed Santa Claus, who, despite the bad weather, continues to deliver presents and faces obstacles at every turn. With each new challenge, the characters, despite the snow and storm, teach us that the real spirit of the holiday is not about perfect plans, but the ability to solve problems together. That Christmas is a warm, touching animated film that will not only cheer you up, but also remind you of the importance of unity and love on the most magical day of the year. Here is an exciting adaptation of the graphic novel of the same name, created by director Robert Zemeckis, starring Tom Hanks and Robin Wright. The movie tells a story of love, loss, hope and struggle, revealing the history of the animals and humans that inhabit the same New England property from ancient times to the present day. The main action unfolds in the 20th century and the first decades of the 21st century, where the fates of the people as well as the history of the place where they live are intertwined. Special features include a fixed camera to create an immersive experience and the innovative use of artificial intelligence to rejuvenate the actors, which adds to the movie's unique visual style. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new releases. And if you have any thoughts or questions, write in the comments, I'll be sure to read them. See you in the next video.